The 26/11 Mumbai terror attacks shook the collective conscience of the world's largest democracy. It resulted in 166 innocents being killed, and it included 26 foreign nationalities. Regretfully, justice still continues to elude the victims of the Mumbai terror attacks.
यहाँ पे आपको मूवमेंट नजर आती है, बंदा किस छत पे चल रहा है, कोई आ रहा है, जा रहा है, उसको फाइट ठोको, उसे नहीं पता यहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है.
This was Sajid Mir, a very dreaded terrorist who directed the terrorists from across the border. 15 years after the Mumbai terror attacks, its masterminds have not yet been brought to justice. While the 9/11 terror bombings in this iconic city of New York had changed the landscape of the global counter-terror architecture, the 26/11 Mumbai terror attacks shook the collective conscience of the world's largest democracy. 10 fully armed assailants from across our borders, well trained in conducting urban warfare, descended on the shores of Mumbai and wreaked havoc over 3 days. It resulted in 166 innocents being killed, and it included 26 foreign nationalities. During our chairship of the Security Council Counter-Terror Committee till last year, the entire UN Security Council visited Mumbai and paid collective homage at the site of the attacks in October 2022. We thank all member states present today for their solidarity in standing by the victims and in honoring their memories. We also commend the UN Office for Counter-Terrorism, who in a special gesture dedicated a tree at the Northeast lawns to memory of all victims of terrorism, and also invited a victim of the Mumbai terror attacks to share his story yesterday. But regretfully, justice still continues to elude the victims of the Mumbai terror attacks. I'd like you all to listen to this particular sound file in the presentation, even as the terror attacks were unfolding.
तो जो जहाँ पे आपको मूवमेंट नजर आती है, बंदा किस छत पे चल रहा है, कोई आ रहा है, जा रहा है, उसको फाइट ठोको, उसे नहीं पता यहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है. इंशाल्लाह. तो जो जहाँ पे आपको मूवमेंट नजर आती है, बंदा किस छत पे चल रहा है, कोई आ रहा है, जा रहा है, उसको फाइट ठोको, उसे नहीं पता यहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है. इंशाल्लाह.
This was Sajid Mir, a very dreaded terrorist who directed the terrorists from across the border in real time to hunt down foreigners in the Taj Hotel and kill them indiscriminately. He was listed as a proscribed terrorist under the national laws of India. He was proscribed under the laws of the United States, this host country, and of several other countries globally, many of whose nationals lost their lives. But when the proposal for listing him did not go through the Security Council sanctions regime, we had strong reasons to believe that something was genuinely wrong in the global sanctions regime, as manifested in the Security Council. If we cannot get established terrorists who have been proscribed across global landscapes listed under the Security Council architecture for pure geopolitical interests, then we really do not have the genuine political will needed to sincerely fight this challenge of terrorism. 15 years after the Mumbai terror attacks, its masterminds have not yet been brought to justice. So the first and most critical gap we feel addressing is avoiding double standards and this self-defeating justification of good terrorists versus bad terrorists. A terror act is a terror act, plain and simple. Any justification of any kind being used should not be countenanced by anybody. The first gap that we feel we need to plug, therefore, is in the sanctions regime itself and see how do we improve its working methods to secure the successful listing of genuine, objective, evidence-based proposals. The second question we need to ask ourselves is, in this day and age of accountability and transparency, can we have evidence-based listing proposals blocked without giving any reason for the same? Another area which we need to address in the working methods is, can we allow for submission of proposals under the garb of anonymity? Should we not be owing up for serious proposals that are being moved for the consideration of the entire Security Council? These are some of the glaring gaps that we must meet if we have to make the sanctions regimes fit for purpose.